What if the first 30 minutes of your day could determine the next 30 years of your life? Now ask yourself, how do you usually spend your mornings? You wake up, you roll over, grab your phone before your first thought is even your own. You scroll and lost to WhatsApp, Instagram, and the noise of everyone else's life. You check messages that didn't need your attention. You dive into chaos before you've even looked in the mirror. And by the time you're halfway through your coffee, your mind already feels hijacked. Here's the truth. Most men live on autopilot. They react all day and then wonder why nothing changes in their lives. But what if I told you there's an ancient way to reclaim control from the very moment you wake up? A way to reclaim those first 10 minutes of your day and use them to build mental toughness, emotional control, and unshakable self-discipline. A morning routine practiced not by productivity gurus, but by warriors, emperors, and philosophers. This is how the Stoics prepared for war, betrayal, exile, and success. And it can transform your life if you apply it. Let's begin. Step 1. Start with a Stoic mindset. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. Marcus Aurelius. The first shift is mental. Before coffee, before work, before anything, you set your inner tone. Most men let the world decide how they feel. Stoics don't. They start by remembering, today I will encounter rude, selfish, jealous, and ignorant people. But none of that can hurt me unless I let it. Here's your task. When you wake up, read a Stoic quote. Not for motivation, but for orientation. This is your inner compass. Think of it like prepping your mind for battle. You're not entering a spa, you're stepping into a world that will challenge your patience, your ego, and your willpower. And the first thing you need is clarity. Step 2. Reflect on your role as a man and human being. The Stoics weren't just philosophers, they were realists. Epictetus reminded us that we all have roles: a son, a partner, a friend, a worker, a citizen. But above all, we are rational beings. We are here to use reason and virtue, not impulse and reaction. Ask yourself each morning, what role do I play today and how can I fulfill it with virtue? You are not just waking up to survive another day. You're waking up to live intentionally, like someone who is meant to show up with courage, patience, and clarity. Step 3. Choose discomfort first. Seneca, the wealthiest Stoic philosopher, deliberately lived poor for several days a month. He wore rough clothes, ate stale bread, and slept on the ground. Why? Is this what I so feared? He wanted to train his mind to fear less by experiencing discomfort, not avoiding it. Start your morning with one voluntary discomfort. The most common one? A cold shower. But it can also be doing 20 push-ups before breakfast, skipping the sugar, walking without headphones. When your day starts with discomfort, your brain recalibrates. What follows feels easier, smoother, and under your control. The Stoics believed comfort is a slow poison. Discipline is the antidote. Step 4. Filter your inputs ruthlessly. Here's a quote to remember. You become what you give your attention to. Epictetus. Epictetus was born a slave. He owned nothing but mastered his mind. He warned us that the first thing you consume each morning has the power to shape your entire perception. And yet, most people wake up and feed their minds chaos, news, drama, TikTok, other people's agendas. Replace that with a Stoic starter pack. Read one Stoic quote. Reflect for 60 seconds. Write down a single sentence on how it applies to your life. For example, if you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your judgment of it. Marcus Aurelius. So after reading this quote, you write, "Today I will watch my judgments, not just my feelings." This 3-minute ritual will rewire your emotional triggers in 3 weeks. Step 5, set one simple Stoic intention. Here's where most guys mess up. They try to do everything, end up doing nothing, and feel like a failure. Seneca cuts through that noise. Let all your efforts be directed to something. Let it keep that end in view. So before your feet hit the floor, ask, what's the one Stoic principle I want to practice today? Maybe it's patience with people. I can't control courage to say no gratitude for what I already have. Acceptance of delay, pain, or uncertainty. Pick one. That's your compass. Carry it with you. Step 6. Visualization of the ideal day. Visualization isn't just for athletes. The Stoics called it prosouchi, tension, and presence. Don't just hope for a good day, visualize it. Close your eyes for 60 seconds and see yourself crushing key moments, nailing that difficult conversation, staying calm in traffic, smiling at setbacks. Picture how a modern Marcus Aurelius, maybe that future best version of you, would act at every turning point. You now have a 6-part Stoic morning routine designed for modern challenges, built on centuries-old wisdom and sharpened by real struggles. But that's not it. Tomorrow morning, set your alarm 10 minutes earlier. Pick any 2 steps and do them no matter what. Also, along with these steps, here are a few practices you should add to your daily routine to build unshakable discipline. Practice 1. Morning journaling. Journal like a general, not an influencer. Journaling is not about aesthetics. It's about strategy. Why journal? Because your mind, like your body, needs a warm-up. Journaling clears out the mental fog and replaces it with clarity. Marcus Aurelius never published Meditations. It was his battle log where he checked his ego, rewired fear, and sharpened his vision. Here is your sample practical framework to use daily. What am I avoiding today? What am I grateful for? What do I need to let go of? Now here is your step-by-step example to use this guide. You can ask these questions or even make yours. Question 1. What challenge might I face today? Marcus Aurelius didn't avoid thinking about pain. He anticipated it. Ask, what will test me today? Then visualize your Stoic response. Not anger, not withdrawal, but presence and virtue. Question 2. What is the one thing I must do today? This is your essential task, not your to-do list, not busy work. What's the one thing that, if done, makes today a win? Mark it, circle it, commit to it. Question 3. What am I grateful for? But do it Stoic style. Ask, what am I taking for granted that could be gone tomorrow? Your health, your freedom, the people in your life. Stoic gratitude is about grounding, not positive thinking. It's about remembering how fragile, fleeting, and precious this life is. Try to write for 3 to 5 minutes and admit one area where you slipped yesterday and set a plan to do better. For example, yesterday I snapped at a coworker. Today I choose patience no matter what. Over a few weeks, these micro-promises add up. You'll start seeing patterns where you falter and where you grow. Practice 2. Stoic meditation. Meditation isn't about escaping thoughts, it's about mastering your mind. Here's how to do it the Stoic way. Step 1. Focus on breath and presence. Sit comfortably. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let the thoughts come, and then let them go. Every time your mind wanders and you bring it back, you're building your focus muscle. Step 2. Visualize responding calmly to challenges. See yourself facing traffic, criticism, rejection. Then visualize yourself staying calm, focused, unshaken. This is the rehearsal of resilience. Seneca said, "The man who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive." Step 3. Reinforce your daily intention. Return to that virtue you chose earlier: patience, courage, temperance. Now breathe into it. Let it soak into your posture, your tone, your energy. You are training your mind to respond, not react. Practice 3. Stoic affirmations. Words build identity. The Stoics recited core truths to steel themselves against the day's chaos. Why affirmations? Because repetition shapes belief, and belief shapes behavior. Repeat these daily mantras. I control how I respond, nothing else. I accept discomfort as the path to growth. I am not owed anything, I choose gratitude. No external event can disturb my inner peace. I will focus only on what is up to me. Try this. Stand tall, shoulders back. Look in the mirror. Speak aloud these affirmations or use Marcus Aurelius's "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. If you cannot say them out loud, whisper them. But don't just repeat, believe, and customize to your struggle. If you're overwhelmed, I don't need to control everything. Just my next move. If you're angry, their behavior is theirs. My reaction is mine. If you're doubting, even small steps build unstoppable momentum. These phrases are emotional anchors. They pull you back to clarity when the world tries to drown you in noise. You're programming your response to adversity before the world gets a say. This is the routine that builds men of steel. Let's be clear. This isn't some morning hack. This is ancient mental warfare training for modern men. Your 10-minute Stoic morning mindset. Read a quote, reflect, set an intention. Journaling, challenge, priority, gratitude, meditation, breath, visualize, anchor your intention. Affirmations. Speak like the man you aim to become, and here's the most important part. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Even 6 out of 7 days will reshape how you handle stress, anger, procrastination, and fear. Because the man who owns his morning owns his mind. And the man who owns his mind, he becomes unshakable. So here's your challenge. Tomorrow morning, don't touch your phone. Don't react to the world. Instead, give yourself 10 minutes. Just 10. Do this once and watch how differently you move through the day. If you found this valuable, hit that like button. It fuels the algorithm to push Stoic wisdom to more men who need it. Comment below with the line or principle that hit hardest for you. And subscribe for more no-nonsense Stoic lessons tailored for men like you, men ready to level up not with noise, but with discipline. Watch the next video right here. Every Stoic trick to build unbreakable discipline. I promise it's going to change the game.